Hello viewers, I am Saraswati Mishra, a student of Tata Devi Public School. I am here to air out my views on the topic types of number in mathematics. Before going to the topic, I just like to narrate a poem in front of you all. Numbers everywhere I look, number in the grocery store and in my science book. Price tags, speed limits, calendar and walls in the cafeteria and even in the halls. Numbers on my shoes and shirt and on my cereal box, number on the TV and my alarm clock. Numbers everywhere at my home and school, number where I look, numbers are so cool. With this, I hope I have given a short description about numbers. So now let's come in brief about numbers. A number is a mathematical object used in counting and measuring. Numbers are often used for labels, for ordering serial numbers, for codes, etc. In mathematics, there are different types of numbers such as negative numbers, positive numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, complex numbers, and so on. Then come to our next type of number, that is our natural number. The natural number are those used for counting. As we know that we start counting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. There are infinitely many natural numbers. The properties of natural numbers are divisibility. Now let's come to another number, that is whole number. Whole numbers are very easy to remember. We just add 0 before the natural number. The example of whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and continue so on. Then come to our next type of number, that is our integer. Integer can be a whole number or they can be natural number. Whole numbers with a negative sign in front of them are known as integers. Integers are denoted as z. Here one question arises, why z? As z is the word comes from the German word zählen, which means to count. Then come to our next type of number, that is our rational number. It should be in the form of p by q. P and q must be an integer and q not equal to 0. Rational number have integers, fractions and decimals. They are of three types: natural number, whole number and integers. In short, we can describe rational number as of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. Then come to our next type of number, that is our irrational number. An irrational number is opposite to the rational number. It doesn't include any integers, fractions or decimals. However, irrational number can have a decimal value that continues forever without a pattern. And well-known example of irrational number is pi. We all know is 3.14, but if we look deeper to it, then 3.145265. Here one question arises, why irrational number? Who discovered irrational number? The famous mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras discovered irrational number in the year 4000 BCE. In short, we describe irrational number as that cannot be expressed in a ratio of two integers. It is not a rational. Have decimal expansion that do not terminate or repeat. Then come to our next type of number, that is our real number. Real number include natural number, whole number, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. The rational numbers include all the measuring numbers. Real numbers are usually written in the form of p by q. Then come to our next type of number, that is our complex number. We can define the square root of 2, square root of 4, but what about the negative square root, that minus root 2, minus root 4, because of which our mathematicians has introduced a new one number, that is our complex numbers. Complex number is denoted as small I. The complex number consists of all numbers of form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers. This set of number arose historically from trying to find closed formulas for the roots of cubic and quadratic polynomial. This is why it is known as complex numbers. So now let's come to our next type of number, that is our prime number. A prime number is a number with only two factors, itself and 1. A number that only has factors 1 and itself we can see in the word prime. Prime. If you look at the word, the letter I looks like number 1. The word me is that the end. Prime number only have factors of 1 plus me. The examples of prime number are 3, 2, 5 and so on. Then come to our next type of number, that is our composite number. A composite number is basically the opposite to a prime number. In mathematics, composite number can be defined as the whole number that have more than two factors. Now let's come to some examples of composite number. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 are examples of composite number. Then come to our next type of number, that is our even and odd number. Even number are those numbers that any integer that can be divided exactly by 2 is an even number. The last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. The examples of even number are minus 24, 0, 6 and 38 are all even numbers. Then come to our odd numbers that cannot be divided exactly by 2 is an odd number. The last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. If we divide odd number with any type of number, then we will get the remainder as 1. For example, if we divide 3 by 2, then we will get remainder 1. You can try any number, other numbers. The examples of odd numbers are minus 3, 1, 7 and 35 are all odd numbers. Then come to our next type of number, that is our positive and negative number. As we all people have some positive values and some negative values. There are many thoughts like positive values and negative values comes in our mind in a day. But we shouldn't get distracted by the negative thoughts. So, here are some positive and negative numbers. So, let's know what are the positive and negative numbers. Standard numbers anything greater than 0 are described as positive numbers. We did not put a plus sign in front of them because we did not need to, since that general understanding is that number without a sign are positive. Numbers that are less than 0 are known as negative numbers. It has a minus sign in front of them to indicate that they are less than 0. For example, minus 10, minus 213, etc. The number 0 is neither positive nor negative. So, now come to our next type of number, that is our perfect number. As no one is perfect in the world, but still the numbers are perfect. So now let's know what are these perfect numbers. In numbers theory, we have a set of special numbers called a perfect number. It is defined as a number equal to the sum of its proper factors. All the factors except the number itself. The smallest perfect number is 6. Since 6 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is the sum of all its proper factors. That is 6 is equal to 2. Then come to our next type of number, that is our semi-perfect number. A semi-perfect number is also known as pseudo-perfect number. In number theory, a semi-perfect number is a natural number n that is equal to the sum of all or sum of its divisors. Some of the semi-perfect numbers are 6, 12, 18, 20, 24, 28, etc. Now let's look the picture. 6 is equal to 1 multiplied by 6. 6 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3. 6 is equal to 3 multiplied by 2. 6 is equal to 6 multiplied by 1. If we add 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 6. So, hence we get the semi-perfect number. Then come to our next type of number, that is our Fibonacci number. In mathematics, the Fibonacci number commonly denoted as Fn form a sequence called the Fibonacci sequence, such that each number is a sum of two preceding number starting from 0 and 1. That is, f0 is equal to 0, f1 is equal to n. 1 and fn is equal to fn minus 1 plus fn minus 2 for n greater than 1. The Fibonacci sequence is like this: 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, 5 plus 8 is equal to 13, 8 plus 13 is equal to 21. 13 plus 21 is equal to 24. 21 plus 34 is equal to 55. Then come to our next type of number, that is our algebraic number. An algebraic number is the complex number that is the root of all any non-zero polynomial in one variable with rational coefficients. All rational and integers are algebraic as all are roots of integers. The square root of 2 is an algebraic number equal to the length of hypotenuse of a right triangle with legs of length 1, as you all can see in the picture. Then come to our next type of number, that is our transcendental number. A transcendental number is the opposite of the algebraic number. A transcendental number is a complex number that is not algebraic, that is not a root of any non-zero polynomial equation with integer or equivalent to rational coefficient. The common transcendental number is pi and e. In other words, a real number that can never exactly equal to the root of any integer or polynomial with rational coefficients is commonly known as transcendental number. And then come to our next type of number, that is our happy and sad numbers, as there are some up and downs in our life. But in some situation we are happy and in some situation we are sad. Like that, the numbers have also feelings. So now let's know what are these happy and sad numbers. A number with a positive integer is known as happy numbers when it is replaced by the sum of the square of its digits on a repeated basis until the sum of the squares of its digits equals to 1. The number for which the process of summing of the squares of its digits and ends in 1 are happy numbers. On the other hand, numbers that do not end in 1 are unhappy or sad numbers. The happiness of a number is affected if the digits are rearranged in any manner. Now let's how to know which are happy numbers. Here is one process. Let's take 2-digit number. I have taken 13. The square of digits then are 1 square plus 3 square is equal to 1 plus 9, that is equal to 10. Repeat step 2. 1 square plus 0 square is equal to 1. 13 is a happy number as number is happy if it eventually reaches 1. So here is an example of an unhappy number, 25. 2 square plus 5 square, that is equal to 4 plus 25, that is equal to 29, which is an unhappy number because it equivalently doesn't reaches 1. And then take another example, 29. 2 square plus 9 square is equal to 4 plus 81, that is equal to 85. Again, it eventually doesn't reaches 1, so it is an unhappy number. And then take another example, 85, that 8 square plus 5 square is equal to 64, 25, that is equal to 89. Eventually it doesn't reaches 1, so it is an unhappy number. With this, I, Saraswati Mishra, take a leave. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel.